It's an exciting day. We're at Paul Zink's land here in Costa Rica, where he has a very large, diverse collection of fruit trees, and I cannot wait to go explore with him and taste some of the fruits.
And he has a project here that he's going to show us that involves a fruit, his favorite fruit that he believes could save the planet.
This is Paul Zink. He's the breadfruit king and owner of Jungle Foods. And if you haven't tried breadfruit before, you're about to see our reaction trying it for the first time. Paul is on a mission to bring breadfruit to the world as he sees the solution to world hunger, but we'll get into that later. Paul lives in the mountains of Costa Rica on a 6-acre piece of land which he has turned into a botanical garden of rare edible fruits. We're spending the day with him to try the most delicious and disgusting fruits in his collection.
Oh.
And while you're watching this video, if you're thinking, I want to visit this place, well, you can. Paul has a tiny house for rent with incredible views of the valley below and access to forage on the land, not your typical bed and breakfast. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsor for this video, LifeStraw. Partnerships like this keep our channel supported so we can create free content to our viewers. We've known about LifeStraw for years and have used their products in the past, so it's exciting to work with them today and feature their new product, the LifeStraw Go series. This stainless steel BPA-free bottle has an advanced 2-stage filter that improves taste and protects against bacteria, parasites, microplastics, chlorine, silt, sand, and cloudiness. So you can fill up from even airport bathrooms, a tap in India, or a gas station while road tripping. And for every purchase, a child in need receives safe drinking water for a year. Hello everyone, I'm here with Paul and I'm so excited.
Welcome.
Thank you. We're gonna go on a tour of his farm and hopefully taste some fruit.
Excited. Well, from here you can see the beautiful view, breeze coming in all the year long. We're in the Central Valley. It's about 800 meters above sea level. Really good climate for growing things that need hot and then also cold weather. It's right in the middle. We have a little tiny home up there past the Buddha Belly bamboo. We rented out Airbnb. It's an earth wall cabin, bamboo structure, and it's very rustic, but it's rustic luxury. A lot of other Airbnbs out there, but this one's got the fruit trees and all
And
that.
they're open to just pick what they want?
Yeah, your breakfast is included, but you gotta pick it. About 11 years ago, started collecting as many fruit trees as I could find and planting them in the ground, seeing how they grow. Some die, some live. Like, I'm from New York. I don't know how to food forest. I don't know how to farm. It's trial and error. It's in our blood. We've done it for thousands of years. We've taken care of plants. They've taken care of us. Mm-hmm. So it's just getting back to that and trying it.
I'd love to see, I guess, what's growing now. The grand total, if you know, how many fruit trees you actually have
Last I
here.
counted years ago was over 100, and I've definitely every year I keep putting a bunch more in, so I don't know. It's probably over 200 edible species.
Wow.
And useful plants.
Now let's start our tour with the most disgusting fruit we've ever tasted, the noni. I would try one. Can I?
I mean,
are any of these okay?
they like to be kind of soft. Maybe one of these down here it does kind of smell pretty raunchy, but
It kind of smells just like cheese.
yeah,
Like
they make
blue
vegan cheese
cheese.
out of it as well. Yeah.
And so the seeds you spit out.
Yeah, I just kind of.
My first noni experience.
It's a lot easier if you do that.
It's okay. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
that was
I'll
the
get
worst
used to it.
first fruit to try here, but you
Fine.
asked
No,
for it.
I'm
She's
down.
adventurous.
It tastes like blue cheese and a little bit of like garlic, or like my tongue's kind of not tingling, but almost feels like numb.
Oh, wow. If I smelled that in the wild, I wouldn't put that in my mouth. This was on the ground and the ants weren't even eating it. So that says something. Wow. That is disgusting.
But it's good for you. Not everything.
Wow.
Safe to say the noni is an acquired taste, just like our next fruit, durian.
Yes.
I had it once, durian, and see, I remember that face. I liked it, but it's been like 15 years since I've tried it.
The Montong variety, I wish it was ready, but they're still a few months away.
Wow.
Very,
Oh my God,
it's a dangerous fruit.
Yeah, you do not want to stand under a durian tree. How many varieties of durian?
Are there in the world or here?
Here. And then the world.
Probably 4 or 5. And in the world, I don't know, 100 plus.
I feel like I'm just learning that with fruits like mangoes, over
Yeah.
1,000. Like,
Yeah.
it's just incredible.
Varieties and-
We're just so used to being in a grocery store and seeing one variety of like a banana or anything. And there's just so many more.
This is yerba mate,
Oh,
guarana, mukrut lime for Thai food, champa jack seedlings. It's a Persickia blea, a cactus fruit. Got some star fruit over here, endless amounts of vitamin C.
yeah, that's definitely sour.
Calamundan, it's a kumquat and Washington orange hybrid. The skin is totally edible. It's actually a sweeter part.
Really?
So you can just kind of... It's sour on the inside and the skin is sweet.
Wow. Usually it's the other way. It's like acidic skin. Woo! It's definitely sour.
It's odd to eat the skin of like an orange texture.
All right.
Gross, or how big it is.
Take a guess at what this is.
Doo, 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 doo.
Dragon fruit. That's how dragon fruit is grown. It's like on these crazy cactus vines.
When the flower blooms, it opens up at night, and moths and bats will pollinate them. And they'll be fully open by 10 p.m. and then by the morning, 10 a.m., they're kind of closed up. Let's go try a white wax shampoo. It's organic, don't panic.
Yeah. Mmm. Crispy, crunchy, juicy.
Very different texture than I was expecting. Kind of like juicy fruit styrofoam.
It has a dry aftertaste.
So in a food forest, you feel very relaxed at home and taken care of. I think it's because it's a system that we're taking care of, it's taking care of us, and you get that feeling every time you go into someone's home garden that they really care for.
Holy crap. Wow. Holy, that is definitely the biggest jackfruit I've ever seen. Wow. How much do you think that weighs?
40 pounds?
This is how you get your workout in every day?
This is agro-fitness.
It is hot. You gotta stay hydrated. And I like that I don't even need to ask if the water is safe to drink, because it's gonna be safe with this filter. So handy. And it's actually fun to drink.
Next, we got to visit Paul's outdoor kitchen and finally try the fruit we've been waiting for. Breadfruit.
This is my first breadfruit experience. Feels like potato. It's boiled hot. That's a potato. I can't believe this is a fruit. Wow. Or it's like yucca or mandioca or cassava. Mmm. A little bit of butter and salt on top. This is perfect.
Oh my god, that's good. Mmm. That is wild. And the fact that you can just do so much with this one fruit, it's exciting. I can't wait to grow our own on our land and experiment more.
My main focus these days is jungle foods.
The breadfruit.
Yeah, breadfruit is this humble fruit that tastes like a potato, but could feed billions of people and reverse climate change.
How so?
What a concept. A single breadfruit tree can feed a family of 4 for 75 years, meeting all their carbohydrate needs. So instead of planting wheat and rice year in, year out, toiling away, fertilizing, tilling, you plant one tree and it just produces for at least, three generations. It's extremely nutritious, complete protein, it's having all the essential amino acids human body needs, really high in dietary fiber, it's a miracle fruit. So I was like, why isn't this everywhere? Why are there more breadfruit in our food supply? They're finicky to propagate. They're not seeded like a jackfruit, which you could get at 1,000 seeds pretty easily.
Right.
But breadfruit doesn't have seeds, so you have to grow them kind of painstakingly from root cuttings traditionally. And now there's new techniques to propagate it, and we can grow a lot more. And so I started asking farmers, would you want to plant breadfruit trees? And we asked different farming groups, and they all unanimously said, sure, but who's going to buy the fruit when they're producing? To really start a new supply chain, you have to have this for-profit brand part of the system. So we started a for-profit Jungle Foods, and then the nonprofit Jungle Project. So the nonprofit, we plant trees with farmers, train them on how to do it organically, and then trade that product to pay for more trees and more training.
And Jungle Foods, you make flour, you make different products, right? Using
Correct,
bread.
yes. We make it into a flour, and then that allows us to make pasta, pancakes, you name it. I mean, whatever you can do with flour, you can do with this.
Wow.
Minus the gluten, but you can do rising agents. There are people that are making bread out of it. And,
I think you can make like some sourdough.
yeah.
What? Sia! He's been into sourdough making, so this is your next project. That's awesome.
The original breadfruit sourdough was when there'd be 300 plus kilos of fruit just dropping on the grounds in these islands in Polynesia. They would dig a hole, put banana leaves in there, peel the really ripe breadfruit, it's like already soft, plop it in there, kind of mush it together, make a big mound, and put more banana leaves on top, and let it ferment. And a month later, everyone in the whole village could come in, stick their hand in, and grab a handful out, and put it into an oven, and it had all the rising agents and natural yeasts, and it would literally rise and smell like bread, hence the name breadfruit.
Wow.
Came from that when the Europeans came over and they were confused how these people were able to live so relaxed, such relaxed lives. They're not toiling away at planting next year, worrying about next year's wheat crop. They're in a hammock and relaxing because they know their breadfruit is going to feed them, and taro and all these other things when off season. I've dedicated a lot of my time to making sure that we can have breadfruit in our supply chain, because it's sequestering carbon and producing a carbohydrate. Like, we need this. We need this, a lot more of it, and feeding billions of people. If you look at the map where the world is the most malnourished and hungry, it's this map that goes around the tropics. And if you look at a map where breadfruit grows, it's that same map. If anyone has any really wealthy friends that like to donate, 501c3 Kiss the Ground can receive it and get it to Jungle Project and plant trees and train a lot more farmers, please.
We can't leave without a gift. Parting gift of a breadfruit tree that we're going to plant on our own land and grow our own breadfruit, and I'm so excited about it. That the one?
Yep.
Wow.
They say if you plant this one tree, you'll have all the food for the rest of your life. So
amazing.
What
a gift.
Bring lots of abundance to you all.